All right, good evening. Good evening, everybody. Uh, so this is welcome back to Jack Unmasked. That's the official title of this channel from here on out. I appreciate everybody that's helped me come up with that. I appreciate everybody that took a moment to watch my son's video. He's thrilled. He's over the moon. I keep updating him on how many people have watched, how many people have liked the video. And that was an iffy thing, whether or not to allow him to do that. But I could delete it. I didn't know if I should start his own channel where he does that, but I just appreciate all the kind words and people checking it out and liking it. It's making a difference for him. It's great. Wanted to thank off the top of my head, there's a few people. A man named Eddie sent me a donation on Venmo. Sandy sent a donation to get my son more Legos to build for his videos. Solo Center, Lorna, Brian, you guys, everybody, I didn't look in I didn't check the recent history in my phone. Those are the ones that are off the top of my head. I appreciate everybody that's donated anything. I appreciate anybody watching this right now. And by the end of this video, I think maybe you guys will have a better understanding on me. I think. I've been doing a lot of thinking. Tuesday through Friday, I worked up in Big Bear, California, doing some construction work, and it was early mornings, long days. I haven't left my house at 5 in the morning to go to a job in a long time. I've left that early to go to the gym, but leaving at 5 in the morning, not being able to take my son to school. My mom helped me out, which was huge, and I'm grateful for that. Just not being able to do that, and then not picking him up at 2 o'clock. I wasn't getting home till 6:45 at night-ish. Just kind of takes a toll on me mentally. I like to be the one there, but I got to do what I got to do, and it's just brought up some feelings, some emotions that are uncomfortable, inadequacies, coulda, woulda, shouldas. Why am I the way that I am? Why am I, why did I just start my life at 33 years old? There's so many different instances in daily life where that stuff comes up in my mind. The question was posed, in just a personal experience not too long ago. Megan's best friend flew out here to spend some time. She used to live here with her, and she came here and she was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this place. It looks exactly the same like when I left." Since she moved out, she's gotten married. That's the wedding that we went to Cabo for recently. And her husband are, I'm pretty sure they just bought a house out in Arizona. Excuse me. I was just eating a bunch of pineapple. I got a little bit of heartburn. And I'm also drinking a coffee because I've been going to sleep so early. I'm trying to stay awake for when Megan gets out of work. Pineapple and coffee, just espresso is a weird combination. But sorry. So Megan's friend is like, everything's the same. I feel like I've done so much since I left here, and that stuff, sunk in to Megan's brain. And so, we had a conversation about it. And, there's two sides, there's always two sides to a coin. And it's like, they both have been working the same job and they do well. You know, her husband, went to college, graduated college. Pretty sure he played football in college. When he got out, he got a job, a good job that he's been working at. You know, worked his way up, works hard, and she does really well too. She works remotely. She like designs things on like CAD, like on the computer, graphic design stuff, and Megan does real well. She's general manager of a very very high end restaurant in LA. And then there's me. And although I've had some jobs that paid me well, I don't currently. And so, a conversation like that is uncomfortable because for me, everyone knows that, comparison is the thief of joy. That's what they say. I find in my life when I compare myself to people or um, compare what I have to what other people have or where I should be, or, when I compare things, it tends to leave me in an ungrateful place. And that's just me. But, they say comparison is the thief of joy. But sometimes it's really, really difficult to not compare. And so Megan was comparing what we have to what they have. And, at a certain point, I verbalize, hey, I didn't verbalize what I'm about to say verbatim because I don't know, probably not it just doesn't sit well with me saying it out loud in a conversation. But here, this is my channel. I can do whatever I want. I can open up. And so it's like, I just started, 7 years isn't that long. I have 7 years clean. 7 years isn't that long to like get a life going. A lot of stuff's happened in the 7 years, Um, I thought what I wanted to do was work at a car dealership. I did that for 4 years. When I first got clean, I had like 6 months clean. I worked at a car dealership in the service department. It was great. The environment was just not really conducive to recovery. Um, did my job well. I horsed around sometimes, but all my customers loved me. Wasn't treated very well by the people above me. They knew I was an addict, so because I pretty sure I talked about it during the interview, but yeah, the car industry just isn't really built for that. Like I set a record. I set a record one month, and my director was like, "Yeah, not bad for a drug addict." And it's like, although I can see the humor in that, and I can take that jab, it would have felt nice if it was delivered differently. Um, but after doing that, didn't have to. I chose to take a job working from home because at the time, uh, my marriage was going through a hard time and I was told that I need to be around more. So I stopped working at the car dealership where I was making six figures and I took a job from home, making less than half of that, trying to take care of a wife and two kids at the time. And everyone knows how that went. I, you know, I got divorced. There was an affair going on, and getting through that was tough. And so, things have transpired in the time in the last 7 years, and I just haven't found my direct path towards, um, I don't know, financial security, I guess you can call it. And although I can handle it, the insecurities are so that's around that. People who are not like me or are not in my position, um, or who are doing well that haven't had to really struggle in the same ways that I um, have a hard time seeing me, if that makes any sense. And, you know, if someone sets a fire and they end up getting burned, it's pretty stupid to go whining about getting burned. I mean, you started the fire. So for me to go around and verbalize, like, hey, cut me some slack. I fucking just got clean 7 years ago. Like, yeah, no one forced you to not be clean the 13 years before that. Like, what are you whining about? And so I don't really verbalize it. I don't think I should. It's not a good look. It doesn't, I just need to, it's just, do better, dude. What other option is there? Do better. And if I'm comparing myself to who I was yesterday, which is what I try to do, I'm great. I'm healthy. I'm generally happy. My son loves me. I'm in a very healthy relationship with a woman who loves me, as you all know. Um, there's just some things embedded in my mind that sometimes slow me down. Sometimes um, I have some blind spots, and if I'm not open and verbal about them, I won't get the help that I need to see them. They're blind spots. They're called that because I don't know they're there. It's not like, oh, I know that I know about the blind spot. I don't know until it's pointed out, or until something goes wrong, and then it's like, hey, what happened? It's like, honestly, I didn't even know that was an option of outcomes. I didn't even know that was possible. Um, I just really, I really hope that what I'm doing here as my passion project, I um, hope that the right person, the right people, even if it's just one person, the right person hears this and it helps them know that they're not alone and that they count. Whatever they're going through, they can make it through, and the whatever shit is happening to you, it's just happening. You don't deserve it. It's not the end of the world. Like, you deserve better, and you can get there. We get there if we fight. Um, it's uncomfortable. It's hard, but like the best things are hard. Nothing nothing easy is really worth that much. And I can only speak for myself, but usually things that I get very easily, I don't appreciate as much as the things that take a good amount of effort. Just like it doesn't feel as good to just do something as it feels to do something that someone says don't do that, or you can't do that. It's just a human thing. It just feels better, you know. I think that's why some people steal. That's why some people cheat. That's why affairs happen. It's exciting. It's outside of the, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, and so it gives me butterflies and gets my heart racing, and that feels good. So, man, could it really be that bad? I feel good. It's like, yeah, okay, you know, it's I'm just honestly, I'm proud of the man that I am today, regardless of whether or not I could hop on a plane right now and fly to Boston um, to visit someone if I wanted to, because I don't have the money to do that. I don't think that as a human being that should count against me. And I'm not saying that anyone in my life counts that against me. This is just me. This is just me talking, And the way my son lights up when I pick him up from school, or like this morning when he was like, Daddy, do I have school today? I said, no. He said, you work today? I said, no. I said, oh man, it's my lucky day And it's your lucky day. We just get to have a Daddy and Jackson day. And I was like, yeah, bud, you're right, you know? And because I worked this week, I've been wanting to take him to do something for his birthday. And so I took him to this place called Kids Empire. It's like an indoor playground type of thing. When I was a kid, it was like we had a place called Discovery Zone. It's the only thing I can really compare it to. It's like you know, it's an indoor playground, slides and weird things to climb, and but he loves it. He was there for. We got there when it opened, just after it opened at like 10:15 in the morning. We were there till almost 1 o'clock. Um, I went and got a haircut, and it feels amazing to get a haircut. I hit the gym. It's been a good day. It's been a great day. You know, um, I just I just want to keep going. I want to keep doing this. Like this is so important to me. And I wonder. And sometimes I wonder if that sounds weird to you. That this is important. That me setting up my phone on a tripod and talking. Like, why would that? Do people wonder why is that important to you? Why do you just like to hear yourself talk? Do you just want your face on YouTube? Like, do you? I just wonder what people think about this. I've never really thought about that. I've never really considered how other people view this. I just want it to be a positive thing. I want someone to see this and say, man, dude's willing to admit some ugly truths. Mine aren't so bad. Maybe I'm doing all right. Maybe I'm doing better than I thought I was doing. Maybe I can say that thing and it'll be accepted openly. Maybe I could be honest about this thing I've been hiding, or this thing, maybe I can talk about this thing that's brought me a lot of shame or I'm feeling a lot of guilt about. Yeah, you can do all of those things. The results might suck, you know? Just like in the program, making amends to people sometimes, most of the time, sucks. But the thought of it is a lot worse than actually doing it. Because, when I think about, oh man, I gotta go talk to this person who I stole money for, this old friend that I stole money from, and I need to, let them know that it was me and that, what I did was wrong, and is there anything that I can do, to make up for what I did? Um, and so I, run through it. Well, they'll probably say this, or, what if they slap me in the face? Or what if they just say, fuck you, don't talk to me anymore? And so running through all those scenarios is always a lot worse than whatever happens. And I'm typically wrong in whatever I was thinking. But it's scary. It's a scary thing to be unsure about something, or to be scared to do something and just to walk through that and do it. But that's bravery. That's courage. Small things like that. Honestly, sometimes telling the truth is courageous. It's brave to tell somebody, like, hey, someone you care about, hey, you're fucking up. What you're doing right now isn't okay. You're better than that. That's brave to say that to someone you love. It's easy to be like, no, you're good. No, keep doing what you're doing. You're not hurting anybody. You're fine. That's easy. It's not easy to tell somebody, hey man, I love you. And because of that, because I claim to love you, I gotta tell you, like, what you're doing right now is shitty. The way that you're treating this person, it's not okay. What you said about your spouse in front of those other people, they don't talk about you like that. Even if they do you really want, that's hard. Because they might say, fuck you, dude. Who are you? And that's a scary thing, because then what? I get it. Telling the truth and being honest and calling people on their bullshit is hard. But the right people will appreciate it and they'll call you on yours. It's the whole basis of a relationship. Like I was just talking about blind spots. I'll watch your blind spots, you watch mine. You know, if I'm out of line, just as an example, like if Megan was out of line if we were at a party or something, she was out of line to someone in that moment, I'll stand by her side. Even if I know she's wrong and what she's saying is ludicrous. I'll stand by her side and I'll stand up for her in that moment. But then afterwards, away from everyone, I'll take her aside and be like, "Hey, that wasn't okay. Like you were wrong. Obviously, I'm on your side, and but you were wrong. You were out of line." Privately, in the moment, I stand by her, just like I would with my friends. Same thing. In group setting, I'll stand by my friends. I mean, unless they're doing something that's hurting people, I'll call them on it. But if they're like saying something and I might not agree or I know they're wrong, but like it's my turn to stand by their side because I'm their friend, I'll do that. And then privately, I'll say, "Hey, listen, man, that was fucking bogus, dude. Like, don't put me in that position again because I would never do that to you." Just little things that I've been thinking about. Been thinking about Christmas, thinking about Megan's birthday coming up at the beginning of the year. She surprised me with a trip to Big Sur, so I'm gonna have to come up with some sort of something, you know. And I just gotta work harder, gotta make more money so that I have less stress. I'll still have stress, but as a healthy, middle-aged white guy, I really have no problem working. I just gotta do more, and I gotta pick something that I feel passionate about. Ever since Dustin talked to me about doing the drug counselor thing, it's been in my mind. It's just pays tough, and I feel like doing this might be able to help people in that same sort of way, but just as a passion project, and I can work doing something where monetarily it allows me to live life and provide for my son in a way that makes myself and Megan happy or content, I love I love doing this. I love it. I love when I do a live and there's people in there chatting with me. And I'll be live at some point tomorrow. I hope to see, anyone there. I love it so much. It's great. That anyone shows up is a blessing. And I try to respond to everyone's comments as best I can. If you know somebody that's struggling or you think that they might find some of this interesting, tell them about it. Let them make their own decision on it. They might hate it. That's okay. Maybe it'll change. Maybe it'll change their life. I'm just really glad to be here with you guys and girls. Again, I say you guys. It's all encompassing. Um, Thank you so much for all the support. Everyone's so great. I'm gonna figure out a way to have some sort of event to meet some people. Not an event. Plan something you know where I can meet some people in real life. I think it'd be amazing. I'll let you guys go. I'm not sure. Not that I plan these things very well at all, but wasn't sure what I was going to talk to you about today. I just wanted to do this. I just wanted to sit down and chat and see what happened. And I hope, I hope I'm able to reach someone. If I could reach someone new, someone that's never heard anything like this, someone that's struggling, it would just mean a lot to me. And I appreciate everyone that's here, all of you, everyone. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Thank you again for anyone that checked out my son's video. It means a lot to him and to me to see his face. When I tell him how many likes he has, it's great. But I hope you stick around. I'll see you tomorrow for a live. Not sure what time. Talk to Megan about it, see what we got. I know we're going to church tomorrow, me, Megan, and Jackson. So I have to plan around that. And I know a lot of people who are watching football. But I'll see you live tomorrow. Appreciate you. Hope you all have a great Saturday night. I love you. We're all okay. And if you're not okay, it'll be okay. Just keep taking a step in the right direction. I'm so blessed to be able to do this. Thank you for showing up. It means a lot to me. Have a great night.